All right, Bulldog is on the road. We are at the Steele County Tractor Expo down at Owatonna, Minnesota. We're looking at all new big equipment, some little equipment, some new innovations, trying to get ideas for the next year and to see where Bulldog's going to go. I don't know if we're going to quite go that big, but they got some big stuff. They got some cool stuff. Let's go check it out. So here we go. JCB 1CXT. 14-foot reach. Hydraulic. So the whole boom will swivel back and forth. Track loader. 26 gallons per minute. What do you think about that?
I went last year though, it was awesome.
I think that's pretty neat. I think we might need to get one of those. Is it a compact track loader? Is it a tractor? Is it a backhoe? Pretty much anything. 49 horse Perkins? Oh, for sure. Do you know what the lifting capacity is? 2,000 pounds. Is that tipping then?
Yep.
Wow. Hydraulic outriggers. Those. Okay, they're fixed there. Perfect. That is neat. Air conditioning, heat, all the good stuff.
Back window.
Horn.
Up.
Okay.
Slides up.
Sure. The backhoe is fixed. It's a rigid mount.
Yep.
Okay. Great. All right. Well, that's a JCB 1CXT. We got big stuff. We got little stuff. Checking out this subcompact Coyote. This is a limb saw that they have mounted up here just for show, but they're pretty cool. Kind of wonder if we couldn't incorporate a limb saw with what we do. If we're gonna start getting into brush hog, bush hogging, and start doing tree work, having a boom mounted limb saw that can come in pretty handy. I definitely like the little Coyote. They're definitely growing on me. I didn't know much about them. Kind of looking at them, they seem, like pretty good quality. I know we have one dealer, but it's at least 40 minutes away from me. Not the end of the world, but it's a pretty neat little tractor. Skid steers and snow blowers. I'm doing everything I can to not get into snow removal. Maybe someday, but this is an Erskine skid steer snowblower. Erskine is the dealer side of Quick Attach. Quick Attach being the manufacturer direct. When you buy through a dealer, you get the Erskine name. It's basically the same equipment though. Coyote even has a side-by-side. Now that's pretty neat. I don't know if we could really use a side-by-side, but who wouldn't need one? So here's a 57 horse Coyote. It already has, rear hydraulics, the rear SCVs. It's got a real drawbar. I mean, he was saying they were using an offset, cutter on it. I've never really seen Coyote, but it's kind of growing on me. Anyways, initial looks, yeah, it looks like a pretty beefy tractor. We'll go see if we can't jump inside of it and see what air conditioning life would be like. So jumping in it, skid steer quick attach front bucket. Pretty much has everything ready to go. Not used to hopping in a cab tractor, but this thing's nice. PTO. Seems like everything's, ergonomic. I like the joystick holder. Love the AC, heat and AC. That'd be great. Don't know much about them, but they're definitely starting to grow on me. So how about a Bombelite mini track loader, mini skid steer? 1,200 pound tipping capacity, but what really blew me apart was on the front hydraulics. 1, 2, 3. It actually has a case strain, and I haven't seen that very common. But anyways, yeah, Bombelite making a big stand-on skid steer. Still don't know if that's the right path for us, but it's something to always continue to shop, continue to get education, and keep looking. We also have a Rhino TS10. I think my Bulldog Tractor could run it. Mow the lawn in about 2 passes, right? So the Bobcat T86, this is the big dog. Looking into forestry mulching, trying to make sure that, I don't know if you can't hardly see it up there. But the exhaust is covered. Looks like the air intake is covered pretty well, so you don't get debris coming down in there. Sitting on a hot muffler, well, put a little bit of mulch, a little bit of kindling on a hot muffler, not a good idea. What's really pretty cool about the new Bobcat and the big dog, down over here, you got your standard flow, your high flow, and then your 1-inch. Bobcat calls it their super flow. It's supposed to be one of the highest flow rates and pressures out there. We're going to have to let time be the judge of that, but just look at that. 1-inch quick coupling. It's a good looking machine. Out of our price range, but neat to look at nonetheless. And there we are. A large frame 2 series, 2032. Pretty much the same thing. I think the 38 throws a turbo on it. Hey, who doesn't want a turbo? Pretty neat. You stand up to it, and then you turn right around, and there's an 8R right behind you. Which you remember how small the little compact tractors are once you put them right next to an agricultural 8R machine. Kind of a neat comparison, but nonetheless still pretty cool to see the 2 series coming out, showing the revisions. My personal opinion, I still think it's one of the best ergonomic operator open stations in the industry. My opinion, but looking at a couple of those Coyotes, they're getting there. I don't think they're quite where a 3R cab tractor would be, but the Coyotes are definitely growing on me. I just thought it was neat to show a 2 series next to an 8 series. Little bit of a difference. So they got the 2 series attached to a Frontier tiller. The Frontier tiller, I don't know if it's new this year, but the RT 3062, that's got some beefy metal. It's actually a pretty legit tiller. I was told you always want the John Deere tiller because it's commercial grade. Couldn't really figure out what all commercial grade means in between the Frontier and the John Deere, but I don't know if it's because this is a 30 series, maybe it's a little bit bigger, but this Frontier tiller is pretty legit. What also is pretty legit, I mean, we've seen the back side of the 2 Series, right? Well, back side of the 8 Series. Slight difference. When you really feel you need to go and look big, here's a cloth. Couple of remotes on the front end. So this was the first farm show that I went to as a business owner. It's kind of like the auto show, just geared toward the agriculture side of things. So I was trying to figure out, where do I scale my business? Where do I grow my business? What direction do we scale up? What direction do we go for services? And it was just, squirrel, and I couldn't keep concentration. It was a lot of fun. The family had a good time. Not used to hopping in a cab tractor.